Oh, live.
Hey there, Internet. We're on a boat. Alejandro.
Hey.
Everybody else, introduce yourself. Say hi. You ready?
Hello, I'm Toby.
All right. And here we are in Amsterdam. Look at that behind us. Looks like Disneyland. Pretty close. And we're on a boat. Wait for the delay so everyone in the chat can tell us if this works. You can see the boats over there. Here they come. How's it working, chat? All right, nothing from the chat yet, but I'm sure they'll let us know if they can't hear, if they can't see. On our end, it looks great.
They can hear well.
Say they can hear well. All right.
Perfect.
So we're set. Alejandro from Btc.com.
Hey, how are you guys?
All right. Now, he says he's going to drive the boat and talk to me. It seems like a lot of work to me, but we'll see how he can do that.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be laggy. We're on a boat.
Yeah.
Lag happens.
In the middle of Amsterdam.
All right, so we're on a boat with Alejandro. So let's just start with the basics. How did you get into Bitcoin?
Well, good question. I read the white paper. I found it to be an amazing accomplishment by whoever Satoshi is. I saw the potential in Bitcoin, so I thought, let me get into this. I never looked back after that. Started a couple companies.
All right, so when was that? What year was that?
Early 2013.
All right, 2013. And what are these companies you started?
Well, a handful of them. But the last one I started was called SendChat, which was acquired by BlockTrail, which then was acquired by Bitmain. BlockTrail was, so.
All right, and BlockTrail was like a block explorer?
It was a block explorer API, which then which then we came out with a wallet as well, Bitcoin wallet, BlockTrail wallet, which now is btc.com.
Cool. And at btc.com, people can use a Bitcoin wallet and store their funds and send them around?
Sure, yeah. So our Bitcoin wallet is, we believe in, we're all Bitcoiners, so we believe in each user to have control of their funds. So each user on our wallet has their own private keys, has control of their private keys. So we're not nothing like Coinbase or a bank or whatever.
Okay, so it's more like blockchain.info.
Yes.
You don't know very much about your customers, or do you know a lot still?
No. We don't know. We don't know much at all. I mean, nothing. We're just glad to have you guys.
All right. So I'm seeing some comments in the chat. They have the usual questions. What do you think about the 2x hard fork?
Well, we signed the agreement. Personally, I'm not sure. I mean, I like the reason why I started. The reason why I'm in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in general is to expand cryptocurrency usage worldwide. That's my main goal. So at the end of the day, it's being met. I'll keep seeing new users in our wallet, keep seeing more people interested in Bitcoin. The price continues to grow. There's also a lot of growth in other altcoins, cryptocurrency. So for me, and to build this community and then I'm happy. I mean, that stuff, it's all good and funny. There's lots of memes, whatnot. But I'm here to expand Bitcoin growth and cryptocurrency, and that's what I'm doing.
All right. And what about Bitcoin Cash? What do you think of that one?
That's a good question. Thank you. Bitcoin Cash. I mean, we had reached a boiling point in Bitcoin. I mean, the fees were growing too. I mean, everyone can agree that the fees were too high. We were seeing a lot of people move on to other cryptocurrencies. So we had to do something. There was too much infighting, too much bickering, which I find to be not the right way to move forward at all. We need to work together. We need to be more civil, I'd say. Memes are fun, though. I enjoy them. Nonetheless, we had reached the boiling point, and there's there's many camps in crypto, but the ones that want to scale with block size increase, and the other ones with layer 2 or Segway, whatever it is. yeah, it's good. It's good that this fork happened and each group is doing their own thing. So there's nothing wrong. So I revert back to what I was talking about earlier. As long as there's more usage of Bitcoin, be it Bitcoin Cash or whatever, or Bitcoin or whatever it is, I'm happy. I mean, our main. Sorry to interrupt you. Our main competitor is not us. It's not. We're not fight. We should not be fighting each other. We should be fighting the banks. Those are our enemies, guys. Not us. Not us. I mean, not each other. That's the last thing we should be doing.
All right, well, I was just gonna, defend you there. It's as good an altcoin as any other altcoin. It's a copy of Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin, so therefore, rules. Maybe it could slot in there under Litecoin or replace Litecoin. Although, if Litecoin gets those cross-atomic swaps, ooh, that's gonna be a hot one. What about cross-atomic swaps? Are you gonna do those on Bcash?
I'm not sure. You're gonna have to speak to the big cash supporters.
We'll have to see. They got to link them together. Figure out a way to do that.
That's cool stuff. I mean, any single development in just crossing the intersection here.
Yeah, you better drive the boat. Let's let the people see some buildings.
Yeah, this is the Prinsengracht. Prinsen Canal. Beautiful, beautiful. We're all good. We're all good.
Yeah.
Oh, we should turn there to the left, actually. I'm going to do a U-turn. Should I? Yeah,
eventually.
I'm gonna do it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we survive this U-turn.
Watching live.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Are we going to make it? Toby, can you sit on the front? We're not making it.
We're not going to make it.
Yeah. Oh, we got a big boat behind us. All right, I'm just going to go straight. No, we'll go straight. We'll go straight.
That's a houseboat. Actually.
Yeah.
So nobody.
Push. Don't let it touch. Don't let it. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woo!
All right, we're going straight. The U-turn has been canceled until consensus is reached.
It is. Can't jump that chain just yet. So there's a nice old church.
Yes. These are all houseboats here on the side.
Very cool.
That's why I didn't want to bump into them. It's kind of mean.
Yeah, I noticed the houseboats all have electricity and sewer hookups. They're much more permanent than you'd think.
Yeah, they're permanent.
They don't really float around much. Although when the waters rise, the houseboats will be all that's left.
Yeah, these are the smartest people in Amsterdam, I think.
See, they're saying, do I know how to swim? Yes. Do I want to swim? No. And not with my laptop and not with, they say there's bicycles. I'm imagining whole reefs of bicycles. And then they also say that the water could be very dirty for other reasons as well. So my friend, his brother's an engineer, and he fell in the water. He said, "What did you do?" And he said, "Well, I'm an engineer. I had a plan. I, puckered up. I tightened up. I bent in all my cuticles. I didn't stop breathing out my mouth." He did anything he could to not breathe in and not drink in that water. And afterwards, he checked himself for open cuts and sores.
Good story.
Yeah, I know. It's let me go back to my Amsterdam tour guide routine. So Amsterdam is one of the world's first, and probably the world's first, planned cities. After the initial core was made, the rich merchants who lived here wanted nice neighborhoods, so they actually planned the development of the subdivisions. That's why you'll see more canals and nice houses. Of course, if you see a house that's cut in half, that's called going Dutch, and that's where the expression came from. Now we're in a tunnel. It's a little like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And the world was spinning, and I was grinning, and we were going up and down.
Took 4 of us. All right, continue. Just want a photo from Toby.
All right, any questions from the audience? Go ahead and write them in the chat.
Yeah, I wanted to quickly add to what I was talking about earlier. I think any type of development in Bitcoin, like whatever it be, atomic swaps, Schnorr signatures, any development in crypto in general. I mean, it's positive. It's positive. You might not agree with that, or to be added into whichever coin or not, but it's still positive. So I mean, as long as the community continues to create new things and go for what they believe in, that's what it's all about. Let's stand together, guys. Come on, let's do it.
They're also letting us know that the price of Bitcoin seems to be going down.
Oh yeah.
We were at 37.19. People are calling for maybe a 3600 retrace. You can see there, little camera reflection. All right, questions.
How are ATMs doing in the Netherlands? Oh, I have a good story about the ATMs.
Yeah.
So there was an ATM that was stolen here in Amsterdam. It was stolen, and no one knew what happened to it. Someone broke in and stole the ATM. No one knew what happened. It was, I think, like a couple months passed till they found it in the south of Holland. So like in a different, like in the south of the whole entire country. Some fishermen were doing it was, or like some metal fishermen that they use metal, I don't know, detectors to fish for items, I suppose. They found the Bitcoin ATM down there, all the way in the south of the country, broken, of course, which I thought was a good story. In any case, there's not a lot of ATMs in the Netherlands. I think there's one. That's it.
Is it two-way?
Yeah.
Oh,
from what I hear,
two-way.
Yeah.
But yeah, my own ATM story, I figured out my problem. My bank had a limit of $500, and I asked for 500 euros, and that was more. And the interface didn't tell me any different. So I asked for less, and I received less. So it worked out. I rode by this place on my bicycle earlier. Found out that Carrie over there was some kind of theater.
Yeah, that's the dance theater.
Dance theater.
Ballet.
I was hoping for a restaurant or a casino. Looks like the bridge could be raised, but it's not currently raised. We have some other boats up there ahead. But we are, of course, now pirates. So we plan to board and attack those other boats, leaving very few. There are more questions. Some kind of theater? Yeah, it looked like a Broadway show. Now they say 3,200 in the chat.
Bcash down 10%.
Oh, Bcash down 10%. Rough times. Maybe just since we started this live stream. Got to pump it harder. It's not working.
Let me call it.
Push the pump button.
Push the pump button.
No, nothing happened. So here's a boat. Check it out right here.
Hello.
Imagine those tourists are live on the internet now.
Yeah.
No idea. Focus. Oh, there's the setting sun. Show something other than ourselves here.
Beautiful. If you see, you can see that the buildings are like slanted. It's because all of these, the whole entire city is built on sand. So like it sinks. Like the whole city sinks like I think 3 centimeters a year, and some sink faster than others.
This is a rough place to buy property. You're not really selling it for me here.
So wait, I got a question for the audience.
All right.
How many people? How many people are using the Btc.com Bitcoin wallet? That's fine. Let's see.
Let's see. Can we get it on our phone first of all?
Yeah. It's available on iOS, Android, and web. Syncs across all syncs. The syncs across now. Yeah, you're in control of your private keys. Also, we support Bitcoin Cash. We're one of the first major wallets that supported it.
Do you have any other altcoins? Do you have Litecoin or Ethereum or anything?
Nah, we don't have none of that. But we're looking into it. We're looking into it.
Everybody has to. Even blockchain.info added Ethereum
lately.
Yeah, and then Coinbase has Litecoin now.
Yeah.
But they don't have Charlie Lee.
No, they don't have Charlie Lee. But it also has Dash and Litecoin miners. So, I mean, I'm not saying anything else.
There's a Hermitage Museum in Amsterdam.
It's a beautiful museum.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go there. It's on my list.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I gotta stay. I gotta get back to my hardcore museuming long ride today. Let's see. They say anything?
Bcash supporter abandoned ship.
Theo requests Pepe Cash support.
Oh.
Just look into that. It's on Counterparty. Actually, Counterparty's on Bitcoin. Maybe they should get a Counterparty Cash. Get that on the Bcash network there, and then you could have a
Bitcoin Cash.
rarer Pepe's or something. Let's see. They say that they haven't tried it yet. What's the advantage to using it?
What? Sorry.
The BTC wallet. btc.com?
Very simple to use. That was one of the main. That was like the main reason why we built it. We believed that a lot of the wallets were a bit too advanced for users, so we built it very simple. There's like a lot of features that are oriented for like more simple. So it's easy to use. It's an easy to use wallet. I mean, you can censor your contacts, for example. That's one of our most used features. And so like if me and Tom have btc.com wallet, which I'm sure we both do, I can just click on Tom's name and I can send him Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash with just a click of his name.
Cool. All right, I think I got a hard question. Are you going to have SegWit addresses on a btc.com wallet?
btc.com SegWit addresses. btc.com. Well, I mean, our block explorer was to provide information on SegWit.
There you go.
That's always a good sign. We do also provide replay protection for the next hardfork coming up.
There you go. Paul Green's talking about that. So, if it happens.
If it happens, our wallet will we will add replay protect for our wallet users. That doesn't mean protocol level. It means for our wallet users. So if you have any coins and you feel afraid of what's going to happen and you're not very technical, go ahead and switch to our wallet that day.
You can try it out. Okay, so Pete Corey is saying the SSL certificate on btc.com is invalid. So maybe that's something to fix tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to look into that. That's good information.
I don't think that's. I don't think that's
okay.
right.
They're not sure about that. They say double check that.
Double check that.
Double check that. Might be your proxy. Theo will pay us to eat a herring. I'm not going to eat a herring, but Theo mentioned kip. I got myself a kip Donner earlier. I picked it off the menu. I was eating it, and I was like, "Is this fish? Is this fish? Is it kipper?" And then I had to Google it. Kip is chicken. I was very happy. I love chicken. Big fan. Pollo. Went to a Spanish restaurant yesterday.
Oh, nice.
They had tapas. I felt like I had tons of language all of a sudden. You know, adios, buenos dias.
Oh, muy bien, muy bien.
Adios mío. Ay caramba.
No,
I've got like 5 Mexican words.
Those are Spanish.
Spanish, Mexican, whatever.
Oh, carambas.
Ay caramba's Mexican.
Yeah, yeah.
If I can jump in on the certificate one. Really
All right, we got a certificate update.
Our certificate is valid until the August 6th of 2019. So if you see anything different, you should check your internet connection and don't enter any passwords, of course.
It could be. It could be being hacked. So certificate looks good. A guy disagrees with you still, but that's the internet. Tweet it at them if you have more information, because we want to fix things.
Yeah.
So that's useful information.
Thanks.
Tapas is Spanish, not Mexican.
That's true.
True.
I'm Spanish, by the way, so I know what.
Hand tapas.
Yeah, I know.
My friend got anchovies, and it was a huge plate, like 3 inches high, of anchovies.
Delicious.
Is it tapas small plates?
Yeah. But that's bocarones. That's called. That's like
Bait fish.
Yeah, no, it's pickled sardines with olive oil. It's very good. It's one of my favorites.
He was on his own there. He was on his own. They say, when will Bitcoin 3x come?
3x. Stay
Go
tuned.
to Nordwick. They know how to party. Okay, they want me to swim. I'm not gonna swim.
No swimming. It's too cold for that now.
Probably really dirty.
It's all right. No, actually, they clean the waters every 4 days.
The chemicals.
No, for chloride. Yeah. No. They open up the water towards the sea, and then new water comes in. It's like
that's
continuously replenished. I suppose is the word.
Okay, they got any news on the China rumors?
Which one?
Well, the most recent rumor is okay. So it's getting really bad. The first level was they didn't like ICOs. We're on the same page. The second level is they want to close down Bitcoin exchanges. I'm sad. Internet's sad. The third level is, and this hits a little home for you working for Bitmain, the third level is they're going after miners. People are afraid miners won't be able to sell their Bitcoins. The second level, and this is conspiratorial, perhaps nonsense, they're afraid that the Chinese government is going to roll in and take over the miners. So what do you think on that? And you can deny if you need to.
Well, I mean, the whole entire reason why the Bitcoin exchanges were shut down was because they did not have licenses for order books. There was not a ban in Bitcoin, so there's no. It's a ban. It's basically they weren't running with a correct license, so they can come back online once they get that license. That's I assume.
And I have heard it's like it's not quite an election, but it's kind of a changing of the political guard in China right now. So we'll get a more clear picture of their plans for Bitcoin, and maybe even they'll come out with their own ICOs. We don't know. Like it's an uncertain time. Well, they're so addictive, those ICOs.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but like I was saying, so it's not a ban on Bitcoin, so miners are unaffected.
All right. So you plan. It's still going to be okay to sell the winnings from your mining, and it's still going to be cool to just keep burning that electricity doing the mining. It's
securing the network.
I think it's good. Let's see. What if Russia has miners in Leningrad? It'd be very cold.
Well, there's a lot of miners in Russia. Oh, there's a boat coming. Hey!
We're going head to head. Can't believe we're doing this, Mav. It's crazy. Oh, boy. It's going to be close.
Yo, one way? Yeah. Sorry, okay.
Sorry. Oh boy.
Go reverse here.
Go reverse.
Yo, tell. Yo.
Uh-oh. They're not stopping.
Reverse, Alex. Go reverse.
Reverse.
Go reverse.
Yeah.
Major drama. Canal action.
We had some canal action. Now I'm doing this backwards, guys.
Woo!
I don't know, maybe it's a one-way road.
I don't know.
There was no
I don't
sign
know.
of that.
Go back.
Dude, what do they want? Seems like they're going slower. I'm pointing at you, people.
A little chapter never killed anyone.
Yeah. I keep getting pictures of that Austin Powers thing where it was can't go forward, can't go backwards. Woo!
All right, back on track.
Boat ride continues.
Little fork on the road there, little fork on our road.
All right, we're up to 256 live viewers. Let's everybody give us a thumbs up and a share.
Do it.
It's your first time here, subscribe down below. We're still on a boat.
Still on a boat.
Starting to lose the light.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. We might have to shut out when there's no light.
We almost crashed back there.
Yep, we almost crashed, and they say be crashing that price. Theo wants to know if FIBO takes Bitcoin Cash. I went to FIBO today. It was actually a pretty cool experience. I had some great retail service. You put the coins in the slot, and the burger comes right out. I think all they need is a Bitcoin ATM so I could get those coins, and it would be high tech.
That'd be high tech. I think I read something fake crash. Yeah. That was totally.
Yeah, it was staged.
That was staged, guys.
Yeah,
they caught us.
They caught us. It was all staged. Ah, here we are.
Yes, that's Newmark over there.
Nice.
That's where I used to wait boats before they used to come into Amsterdam to taxi. Which I've always been very, very for taxi.
I also hear they're for insurance. My friends told me the bike I'm borrowing has wheel insurance.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah, if a wheel gets stolen, they'll bring it back. Apparently expensive wheels. Let's see. They want to know the prices. There are no more guilders. I'm unable to translate that price. I've seen 10 for rolled cigarettes, and I've seen more like 15 for small amounts of cigarette material. Let's see. You have to try the Mick Crockett. Dude, I saw a
Yeah,
sign for
it's
that
good.
today.
That's
What
really good, Tom.
is it?
Try it
Fish
out.
or chicken?
No, it's Dutch. The Dutch love to eat croquette. It's like a Dutch
Fried cheese.
No, it's fried like fried crock. You never heard of a croquette?
It's like a croissant.
No, it's like filled with ragu, with meat.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. It's really good.
I'm going back to McDonald's, and I love regional McDonald's items.
Yeah.
I've had the McPizza in New York.
Yeah.
I think I've had the McRib. I think I forget it. It was forgettable.
Frikandellen, ook lekker. How many bikes are lost in canals? I can't tell you, but I know there's 2 bikes per citizen in the country of the Netherlands. So there's more bikes than people here.
I should get the lyrics for On the Boat if I'm gonna sing it. I know how it goes a little bit, but oh, and also we should raise funds.
Yeah, guys, follow me on Twitter, by the way.
Yeah. What's your Twitter account?
At BitEntrepreneur. BIT Entrepreneur.
Let's see.
BITENTRE PR. No.
I can't spell, man.
No. BIT, yeah. ENTRE PRENEUR.
That's really gonna work out. Good luck with that, people. Maybe I'll just retweet something he said, make that easier. But yeah, if you want to hear me sing the lyrics to On a Boat, let's set the goal really low, maybe like $20. Hey, we're joined by Jimmy Song live. Let me get my headphones to reduce echo, and hopefully I have headphones somewhere. But yeah, we can have Jimmy ask us some questions while we're on a boat, and then Jimmy can also check out the old canals here in Amsterdam.
I've been to Amsterdam.
Bike ride today. I can't believe I made it back.
Oh no.
12 and a half down, 12 and a half back. Jimmy's like, that's nothing. I was weightlifting today. I was so huge.
Do you even lift, bro?
Yeah, I don't even lift. Tone Bay's like, you should have 2 headphone jacks. Yeah, all right, Tone. I hear it. All right, Jimmy, what's going on? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too. I've been to Holland, I've been to Amsterdam, and I never actually got to go on one of these boats. So
Your phone's right here.
I'm totally jelly right now.
Same.
Jelly.
Should be good.
Yeah. And I don't, I want to sort of give a shout out to sort of, I guess what you would treasure from Holland, Wim Hof. He's been known to like go into canals like that when it's super cold and just, like see how long he could stay in there. Apparently he could do it like a super long time.
He swims in the canal, huh? That's
well, so he's known for sort of doing extreme things with his body, just like cold exposure and things like that.
Shouldn't use your phone while you're driving.
No, you shouldn't.
For donation, our goal to raise a little bit of funds, so I'll sing the Lonely Island song. We have 160 NOK. I don't know what that is. That's a kroner, right? I'm gonna guess kroner because probably not North Korea, right? That'd be it.
Yeah, I believe that's a kroner. Yeah.
All right, so we have a handful of kroners. We'll have to see if we can get any other kroners into the pile here. Let's see. They say don't go in the canal if it's full of disease. Don't text while boating. That's good advice. Amsterdamer. James Bond says it's cold like SF. Yeah, it's a little cold. It's the kind of thing like during the day it's warm and then it's cold at night. Yeah, you need a light jacket. Very SF like. But we're still here with the beautiful buildings. We got a little bit of light left. A big cloud of vapor. The boat is fine, people. The boat is not on fire. You people are worried once. All right, Jimmy, anything you want to say to the audience? You want to tell us about scaling, maybe?
The big news is that
whatever's going on. Yeah.
There's a lot of speculation that they might even be shutting down mining pools and miners. There might not be any way for a lot of the mining equipment to actually even be run because and people are getting kind of scared. The executives of a lot of these exchanges are not allowed to leave the country. This is getting kind of crazy. So yeah, I mean, obviously the price is reflecting some of this uncertainty right now. I think the latest I checked, it's 36.80, down from a high of something like 40.50 as of yesterday at 9 a.m. So that was what, like 25 hours ago, 28 hours, 30 hours ago, something like that. So kind of crazy, a lot of different things happening. Thomas, you're obviously having fun, like kind of going through the canals and all that stuff. And I think people are sort of tipping you at the moment. So that's even better.
Jimmy, you're freaking people out here. So we're saying that everything's fine. Alejandro says everything's fine in China, but you know, we're in Amsterdam. What do we know? But you're saying the opposite. But that's how markets are. There's different groups of information, and everyone makes their decision if they're going to buy or sell. So everyone in the chat has to make their own decision. Agatha says mining has been banned in China. It's fake news. Tone is panicking on Twitter right now. But apparently not going into Slack, because I sent this into Slack if Tone wanted to join. We could even get Tone's charts live from the boats right here.
Well, I don't see Tone anywhere on Twitter. Actually, I'm looking right now. I don't see anything. But
Sean says he's panicking. Let's see. They say cheap mining equipment. That's right.
Yeah, apparently.
Why not just liquidate all that stuff? You could move it to my house.
Here's the interesting thing. There's apparently like a fire sale of mining equipment in China. That whole mining centralization thing solved by the Chinese government. Wouldn't that be interesting? That's one way to sort of look at this from a positive perspective. But yeah, I can't imagine this. I mean, this will be very interesting to see how things will go.
Yeah, I think the chat is pretty much on the page with me that if China actually bans it, would have a ton of cheap mining equipment. All the other miners in the world would be really happy for a few hours until they could get that equipment out of there. Maybe it would take days even. It's heavy equipment. But again, the amount of money, the scenario I think is more likely is the government takes it over, says everything is fine, and just keeps all the money. That seems fine with me too. Again, anybody hashes it, somebody's hashing it, right? Could they fake the hashes? Could they put some kind of secret code in them, Jimmy?
No, you can't. You can't fake hashes. It's proof of work. It's literally like a proof. Like you can always verify. It's not going to.
So as long as the miners keep running, we're good, right? Like.
Yeah, so I mean, if the Chinese government takes over all these miners, let's see, what's the worst that can happen? They can double spend, they can restrict transactions, they can censor at least some of them, they can fork off and do things like that. I think if they do attack the chain, though, that's kind of like a declaration of war. I think that's grounds for the core developers switching proof of work or doing something so that we're not vulnerable to that attack anymore. So,
see, what I like about this is like one of Jimmy's articles. He's going through all the various options, and the option that the Chinese government takes over all the miners, attempts to hack the original chain, and the developers do a proof of work switch. It's definitely a feasible possibility, but also like very unlikely. Very unlikely.
Yeah, extremely unlikely. If they do that. I think they basically brick all their equipment, or I don't know, maybe they can mine Bitcoin Cash depending on whether or not they to that sort of thing. So there's a lot of different things that can happen, and I'm seeing those things very closely and trying to figure out, hey, what is actually going to be the best way for us to move forward? Unfortunately, it seems like you know, government that they are, that they're just sort of flying by the seat of their pants, and maybe 12 bureaucrats in a room are trying to decide what's going on. You know, we'll have to watch. I will say though that from the mining panel that I did during Breaking Bitcoin, what was very interesting to me was Alex Petrov told us that equipment is very specific to the climate that they're in. So they oftentimes like bolt down the equipment. You know, it's not to like ship a ton of miners. It's based on sort of like the humidity levels and electricity that they can get out of that particular place, and everything else. So it may sound great that a lot of the miners are kind of you know, being on a fire sale or whatever, but to disassemble, ship, and put it somewhere else, that's not a simple or easy thing. I will say though that
now I've heard that some miners are already in shipping containers, that they actually just pack a shipping container full of air conditioners and computers, or maybe oil miners, oil cooling, water cooling. So there are some that they move, but I'm saying it's an interesting thing that you've heard that they're bolted down. That's an old factory thing. But remember the Soviets tore out all the German factories. A lot of factories, equipment that you didn't think would be moved could be moved.
Yeah, they probably could be. What he was saying, I think, was related specifically to getting the equipment stolen. Right? Like they don't want like just some robber to come and take all of it. I don't know if you noticed.
I know. I'm telling jokes.
Okay. So that's something to be aware of, is that a lot of equipment, like this mining equipment, is very valuable, right? Like it's a few $1,000s per, and you know, if you can steal pieces, it's a lot of money that a thief can get, and that's partly why they bolt them down, is so that, you know, workers can't like just take one and like sell it on the side and, you know, do whatever.
Oh, come on, that's unfair. Butterfly Labs let their workers take them over the weekend and keep the proceeds. They called it testing.
Yeah. So
true. That's a true story. That's a true story.
Yeah, that's a true story.
You got to be careful. People are asking in chat, hey, why is BTC falling? It's most likely some of this news out of China about the uncertainty surrounding it. China, as we know, has banned Bitcoin like 1 billion times. This seems to be sort of one. I can't imagine they can ban it any more than they already have. Which is interesting, because their reports out of China, you know, China keeps saying, okay, Bitcoin is not banned. It's just exchanges and OTC and ICOs and all this other stuff that's banned. So they even moved like this conference that they were going to have in Shanghai all the way to Hong Kong, because you know, the government there wasn't willing to sort of approve it, and the uncertainty was too much. So, you know, that conference got moved to Hong Kong. You might have heard about it. I think Jihan Wu and Roger Ver were prominent speakers in that one, and they previewed sort of like this Bitcoin documentary that they were going to do. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Everything is just sort of, I imagine that, you know, we'll really see how jurisdictionally diverse the mining equipment is spread out, and that would be something to watch fairly closely, and whether or not like you know, this equipment is actually going to, you know, stay online, or if it'll be taken off or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard about that. It's the world's saddest Bitcoin documentary. Those who used to be Bitcoiners. It's very tragic. But just a little bit more of the view. We're probably going to turn this off soon. But this is right behind us.
We're on the Amstel right now.
Amstel.
This is what it's called, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Because of this river.
It's a type of beer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Amstel beer is what it is.
There it is. So we've got the water. Alejandro's here. Say hi, Alejandro.
Hello.
Let's see.
Hi,
People
Alejandro.
are asking. They want my review of the cigarettes. I would say Yeah, California's better.
Oh.
It's really undeniable. Like basically, you have a different breeding strategy. They're breeding for strength. I think they're breeding for production here, or they just don't care. Based upon analysis of their customer service, I'd say the latter. You definitely have to sprinkle some extra stuff on there. That helps for the cigarettes. Yeah, if cigarette doesn't have extra stuff, not gonna be that good. The clubs are like friendly enough, but they are not like that friendly. America, I find out, is incredibly friendly. The first store I went to, the guy said, "Oh man, you should have went to Colorado." So he was bummed with me. He's like telling me about all the candies and things, and I had to tell him about the mints. And he said all they had here was space cakes. So we'll look for some space cakes. They say to have a drink. We're gonna have a drink tomorrow night, Friday night.
Oh yeah.
Right here in Amsterdam, the Mad Meetup. If you're in the Amsterdam area, check it out. It's on my Twitter. It's pinned. I have a big picture of a bee, big scary bee. Hopefully there'll be no bees at the meetup.
So it's co-hosted by Btc.com.
Yeah.
The Btc.com team is going to be there. A lot of our friends are also going to be there. Come. It's by Hanneke's Boom, just next to Central Station. Really 5-minute walk from Central Station.
There it is. Come on down, join the meetup. It's not like a conference we have to pay or whatever.
No.
Who has the biggest head in the documentary? Oh, it's got to be Theo, right? Theo. And then, Theo, they need to get your presentation up from Essen, Germany at the Blockchain Hotel. Alejandro did a presentation as well. But I like Theo's with the rare pepes and all the jokes. That was a fun presentation. But yeah, that's about it here. We raised a little bit of money, so I'll do some of it, but not that much. Get your towels ready. It's about to go down. Everybody in the place, hit the fucking deck. Stay on your mother toes. We running this. Let's go. And then they just say, I'm on a boat like a dozen times. I'm on a boat. Straight flowing knots on the boat in the deep blue sea. Busting 5 knots, wind whipping out coat. You can't stop me, motherfucker, because I'm on a boat. Take a picture trick. I'm on a boat, bitch. We drinking Santana Champ because it's so crisp. I got my swim trunks and my flippy floppies. I'm flipping burgers. You at Kinko, straight flipping copies. I'm riding a dolphin, doing flips and shit. This dolphin splashing, getting everybody all wet. But this ain't SeaWorld. It's as real as it gets. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Don't you ever forget.
Hey, by the way, I saw a comment on the good stuff, Tom.
Yeah,
Good job,
it's rapping.
Good job.
White people rap.
Yeah, Coppers mixtape.
Nerd rap.
By the way, I saw a comment there about someone asking if we pay Bitcoin. The guy, the boatman, right? He had a Btc.com Bitcoin wallet and said he would accept Bitcoin for this boat ride. Bam.
World is changing, people. People are into Bitcoin.
Pump it.
So, Alejandro, anything to say goodbye before we go?
Thank you very much, Tom, and Bitcoin, Jimmy. It's been amazing. Thanks for all the good comments, and let's continue forward, guys.
All right, we're gonna do one more spin around the old Amsterdam here. Give you guys one more view. What's been going on out there? We got some canals. We got some boats. And we got behind us, and that's enough risk to take with the old laptop because it's also on a boat. So we'll be back tomorrow with Today in Bitcoin. Hopefully this time with screencast working. I don't know why that broke. We had 318 viewers. Everybody give us a thumbs up and a share.
Hell yeah.
We got some like donation addresses, maybe on my Twitter or something. But until next time, bye.
Bye.